Well, hello everybody and welcome to this week's video message. This week we are here on Aspen Ward, which is a respiratory and haematology ward that also houses our high dependency unit. We're here because I heard about a new way of working that the consultants have recently initiated whilst we were at the performance meetings earlier in the month. Essentially, the consultants have taken a decision to try something they're calling Consultant of the Week. So far, feedback is good, but I thought it'd be really good for everybody to hear why the team took that decision and how it's been going. So I understand you've introduced a new way of working up here on Aspen Ward. Tell me a little bit about what that is and what it means for you.
It's all about continuity.
Yeah.
It's a very simple premise that if you have the same consultant leading the team every day,
Yeah.
Everyone knows what's going on, the patient knows who the consultant is, who's looking after them, and what we find is that each day everything gets a bit faster, it's more efficient.
Why have you and your colleagues taken this step to change the way of working that you've been doing previously?
Before you do a consultant ward round, you'd introduce yourself.
Yeah.
The next day another consultant would come and introduce themselves, and I think that gets very confusing. So this way the patients know exactly who's looking after them. It's good for the family as well, because in terms of discussing with family, they've got that continuity through the week, so that if I have a conversation with a family on a Monday and then have to speak to them again on Thursday or Friday, it's still me, it's not one of my colleagues.
Yeah. What's been your observation from a nursing perspective? Is it helpful?
It's very helpful because it's helpful for the patients because it's obviously they get continuity of care.
Yes.
But it's also helpful for nursing staff as well because they know the consultant's way of working, they know that they can go to that specific consultant from a previous problem maybe and know that it'll be dealt with.
So you feel that you're benefiting from the consistent same consultant every morning to do that round because you've got a sense of what the plan is. Do you think it's more efficient?
Definitely. I think as well what was very good was last week's consultant came in on the board round this morning so that they could hand over their...
From your perspective as a practitioner, what does that mean? What does that help you to do differently?
I think I was quite busy last week. There's more efficiency.
Yeah.
I felt that there was more patients going home.
Fantastic. So it actually made you busier, did it?
Busier, yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Would you say that it enables a more efficient way of working, and the efficiency is in relation to how smoothly and effectively the patient is able to pass along the appropriate pathway of care?
Yes, I'd agree with that.
Okay.
In understanding the patient as a human being and not just as a line on a handover sheet.
So it's really a way of delivering that personalised care that is what we're looking for all the time. Have you found that helpful from a patient's perspective to have the same doctor every day?
I don't have to repeat on what I say to them.
Fantastic. So you've not had to repeat your story every morning?
No, not at all.
And that's good actually, isn't it? Because one of the things I often hear when I talk to patients is that they get fed up with saying the same thing to sort of serial health professionals want to know the story. I'm doing it now.
Yeah.
There we are. We've met a number of the team and heard about how this Consultant of the Week approach is improving continuity of care to patients. It seems that all members of the multidisciplinary team are finding it a really helpful way of working, and it was really great to hear from Margaret, the patient, and to hear that she felt it was a really, really good thing for patients. But I suppose the takeaway for all of us is, if you think something's worth a try, just give it a go.